Hello everyone, hello. I think we're live. I had a small issue today. The OBS wasn't cooperating very much. Today we're going to study a little bit how to make the wiki. I have two tools that were recommended that I found that other places use to make their wikis. Let me show you here this. From my research, it recommended both DokuWiki and MediaWiki. DokuWiki being the one that, for example, that the Toho wiki uses. And there's DokuWiki as well, which is the one that if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it was made on top of Wikipedia. So it's kind of what Wikipedia uses. I don't know the difference between them. I wanted to learn it on stream right now. So, what I want to do is simply ask this nigga here. What's the main? And that's the thing. I wanted to make the code the wiki, if possible. Because if it's just a matter of setting up a server and then you, because that's the thing. At the same time that I want to learn how to do the wiki, I just want to have the wiki as well up and running, you know, which is kind of annoying. Let's see, what's the main differences between MediaWiki and DokuWiki? Both makes use of PHP, which is good. I know how to use PHP. It's been 3 years that I haven't used it, but I think I could get back into shape real quick. There we go. I learned the music a little bit. Let me see. Wikipedia, internal documentation. This one uses a database. This one uses a database, where this one only uses plain text. More involved, very easy. Scalability excellent and good. Less suited for huge wikis, which isn't the Hello Koi, welcome. Right now I'm seeing the differences between the wikis, seeing which ones would be better for what I intend to do. Like there's these two. This one was used to make the whole wiki, for example, and this one is the one that Wikipedia uses. From what I got here, MediaWiki needs a database, which is like MariaDB and etc. It's a regular database, where this one is just plain text. It's like a bunch of text files that you could host on a server and people would just parse through them, which is simpler, but it's less robust than a database, but it would be cheaper to host it. And as it says here, for example, it's good, but it's less useful for, it's right-wing anime Twitter. It's our corner of the internet. I wanted to make one, for example, there's a bunch of people who got their accounts banned throughout the years. There's people who we talked to about today, for example, Kaiser, huge fucking fag that nowadays, but he was a cool guy back in the day. So we'd make a wiki about him, talking about the controversies that he had and like the fights that occur on our side, like, oh, there's this fight, or for example, there's controversies, for example, John Orthodox, I forgot his name, and stuff like that, you know, stuff that it would be archived about our corner of the internet. And since it's a bunch of crossing interests, which is one of the theories that have our corner of the internet has so much fights and so much infighting and controversy because it's a sum of a bunch of stuff that gets people really riled up. It's anime, it's politics, and it's religion. So it is bound to someone to agree more with something and less with the other. And there's a bunch of stuff that happens there that I think would be interesting. It would also be a repository for like, oh, these are my accounts and stuff. So like, oh, I had this oomph, but his account got blown up. What's his current account? And then you could go there and look at it. It is a little ambitious, yes. I'm not sure how much I'm going to put money into this because I'd probably need to host a server. Probably I'll leave it to close friends for right now. Like I host it on my machine, and then you could log in and use it. For example, I could post it on your server, and people there could make their accounts until I make it like a more robust system for people to add and remove content. But the idea would be to be sort of like Wikipedia, where people could add as things go. Because of course people would want to just put the best aspects of themselves on the wiki. For example, you wouldn't want something very personal to be put there, which is something that I'm going to work against. Like if there's doxing or something, you could cite that there was a doxing, but not say what was the doxing, you know? Search, namespace, categories, templates, namespaces, resource usage. And also there's I am a bit on a pickle because I wanted to make one. I wanted to code it, but if there's a tool that already does it better than anything that I could ever code, why am I going to code one, you know? That's something that I thought like, and that's kind of the intention. For example, Kaiser, he would not want information about himself being on the wiki, but we don't give a shit because it's Twitter, it's public information. So the focus is on public information. If it's something on Discord, if it's something personal, we won't touch it and we'll try to fight it. You know. You don't know Kaiser? He's like a very old guy from the community. Not even I met him. He was like from 2020, 2019, before he started tuning out. He was a guy that was kind of on our corner, paradox gamers, etc. But he started getting weird ideas and went into that. Many thought he was just a guy LARPing from the start, as many do. I'm not sure if it's the same guy, to be very honest, given that it's a very simple, it's a title, so there's a bunch of imps that use Kaiser as part of their nick, which is something that I need to, because I don't know every information, so that's why I release it to people who I trust first to add information, and then with parsimony I would grant it access to other people. And again, that's the thing. I need to have a system, like some moderation over what is added to it, to not include personal information, not include leaks, doxing, or anything, because that's not the intention. It's just putting your Twitter history in there. Oh, I see. I see. That's why what I'm saying, you know. But from what I'm seeing, going back to the thing, I wanted to develop it so that I could get some coding experience. But at the same time, if I really want to do this, because I really want to, I really want this thing to be a thing, not just a project, a small little project. It would be smarter to just use the tool that is already made. That it has a bunch of security built into it. There's a bunch of stuff. Because if I take this burden, it would be too much for me, because I don't develop that much, and I am not that good at it. So I think it would be smarter to make use of a tool that already exists. Hello, hello. Is this Floppy? Is this PHP? So that's why I'm contemplating using the wiki instead of making stuff for myself, coding stuff from ground zero, you know. Hello, Floppy. Welcome. So let's go with DokuWiki. Wait. Yeah, it's DokuWiki. It's this one. I think I mixed up. I think this one was the one that uses that makes Wikipedia, and this is the one that the whole wiki uses. I'm making a Wikipedia for people of Twitter. Like, you put your banger posts, you put your the history of your Twitter. The idea is to be a more closed thing at first, but it's basically to make people know the story, the history of our bubble, because there's a bunch of people that came and went, and some people make references about them sometimes, and people that just came in that don't know anything. So that was the idea. I'll try to make it as public as possible, as in what you post on Twitter, what you reveal about yourself on Twitter, instead of being just, oh, I know this guy name, and then you put his real name on the fucking wiki, which is not the intention. Yeah, apparently it's much easier to use the wiki because it's much simpler, lighter, and simpler to implement, which is not the intention. Is to be simple and informative. That's not what it. My eyes. I can't. Dang it. Here you can download the latest wiki version. Either just click download or customize the download languages. It's available in a whole bunch of languages. You can save space by removing the ones. It will be only in English. I don't care about other people. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. You're warning before destruction, for example, which is a guy that completely vanished. Although he has me on Discord, and sometimes he messages me, which is really funny. Stable version, languages, captcha plugin. This is way to upgrade the wiki. Downloads and installs the newest stable release. There's one. Virtual plugin that adds additional syntax for creating various colored boxes, columns, and even your own styles. I'm not sure. Let's add it. This is the recommended plugin if you like to create a monolingual wiki now. Easier to add videos, video sharing sites. It would be good if, for example, people had, although I think people would only add their YouTube. For example, on my page, for example, news page, there would be a page for myself, and then there would be a section for Vax. And then in the section for Vax, there would be my channel, for example. But I don't need to put a video on it. I would post the link for the channel. Easy to embed nice looking images, image galleries into your pages. The idea is also to have like your banger posts, which in this case would be anything above 5k posts, 5k likes. Update if you want only download the files that you no web server. You may optionally include a minimal web server with PHP in your download. This is useful for quickly trying the wiki or running it from a USB stick. This is recommended for personal single use only. Yeah, I see. Don't you have a single post that got 5k? I mean, you do go for long periods of time without posting anything, so I understand that. Is the music too loud, by the way? I'm not sure. we go. Download. Let's see the manual. So true, so true. I do prefer rooms that try to stay low-key. They tend to be... There's so many people that you start following and then they start just posting stuff and never start interacting with their friends. Sometimes they have another account just to talk to you, which I find very strange because you already have one. Why don't you use it? The wiki, bin, conf files, data, vendor, security. It's a bunch of PHP files. I don't have. Let's use the plain text. Files, aid, purge, input, pool, cache. We only cache the recent cache, but do so only based on dynamic parameters. Other modules are never cached and always created on the fly. Catch it. Deliver if nothing has changed since last time. Very true. Very true. There's some people that try hard too much. Because, like, for example, a lot of people, oh, you have a 10,000 follower account. Yeah, half of that is bots, and a bunch of that is just because my account hasn't been banned yet. For example, there's like Laud. He had like 6 accounts because he was constantly being blown up. If he had his first account, I'm pretty sure it would be much larger than I am. Like any account that posts regularly for 3 years is going to get some people following them. How to get support? Learn by video. Video tutorials, screencasts. Several people took the time to create video tutorials on the wiki explaining common tasks in a visual way. Installing the wiki. Reveal editing pages, creating links, creating pages, adding images, adding files. Which is something that I'm a little bit concerned, is how we'll limit who can, for example, oh, there's this random guy that wants to make his account there, but he's not right-wing, he's not an anime aficionado, nor anything, you know. I don't know how we monitor if someone even is, because we don't even know what a right-wing would consider, because, for example, would a libertarian be considered a right-wing? Because there's a bunch of debate over what is right-wing and what isn't. A Nazi sometimes is not considered a right-wing by some people. When I post everyday posts start blowing up, so yeah. But I don't care about the overwhelming interactions. It's always like some people that I see post like every 5 minutes, and when they start getting traction, they start posting like a freaking ton. It's what, not throwing shade at him, but it's kind of what happened to Rock Solid. He was kind of low key, and then he started blowing up by posting memes and stuff. So he started just posting that, always, and he never interacted much with anyone anymore, which is kind of sad because he seems like a cool dude. Otherwise, but I do have some not issues. That's a bit too much, but some not so nice things to say about him. I think the community know who's relevant for. I do think so. Again, this is intended to be is right now for like the first couple of months, just for our friends. Like I'll post on some what's the name? On some servers. Maybe I'll do a invite system where you need to ask me personally, and then I'll send you an invite. You add the invite to the server, and it allows you to edit stuff. Which is something I'll ask is if I want to keep it as a small server running on my computer for me and my friends to use, because I'm giving access to my own computer for the first couple of months before I can set up a true server and host the thing. So I need to trust these people, because they kind of can like they can kind of try to manipulate stuff on my computer, which is dangerous. That's why I need to be smart about this. I want to keep it in a small server running on my computer for me and my friends to use. What the best way to make sure it worked fine? Sure. The important part is making sure the server itself is reliable. I recommend you running it in a Linux VM or Docker container rather than installing everything directly on your main Windows installation. Isolation, I basically make a small honeypot so that they can, even if they escape, they'll only have a simple Linux installation. This is smart. This is much smarter than what I was thinking. If you have a Node PC, you could run Debian or Ubuntu container. If your friends need access from outside, doesn't seem leave the wiki exposed. I strongly recommend using a VPN such as Tailscale or WireGuard. Then your friends can connect to the private network and access the wiki as though they were at your house. That makes sense. But I'm not sure if I can put money on it yet. This is considerably safer than exposing a web server directly to the internet. But also make backups. Okay. Let me ask. I'm not sure if I'd sink money into it already. Are these VPNs free? WireGuard itself is also free and open source. Yeah, that's the issue. but not right now. That's the thing. I wanted to host it on my machine, and like I'll maybe make a small section on Vex's Discord server, which by the way I think there's a link on the sub recall. There's a link on the description for you to join Frippy. I could make a section, and then people who want to access it would click over there, and then I generate and give you the code. I think that would be much safer. I could put like a small firewall between the server per se, the Linux machine running on my computer, and then it would check stuff. And then as the project would evolve, I'd eventually host it or somewhere and pay for the server, which is not much money. I think it would be like 30 bucks. Websites aren't that expensive to host. Okay, I may start doing some simple editing on my machine, and then take the files and send it to the Linux machine on off after dealing with this. Hi, Frippy. Okay. Let's watch the videos just to make some pages right now. I'll make one for Vex, and then I'll make one for Nuze, and then just to see how it's made, how it's done. Let me stop the music. Where is the music? There we go.
In this tutorial, we're going to look at creating pages. It'll actually be quite short.
This video is ancient. Holy shit.
Creating pages. It'll actually be quite short because there's not a whole lot to it, but there's at least a couple of ways for this to happen, so let's run through each one of them. One of the ways to create a new page is anytime you see this red text, looks like hyperlinked, it indicates that although there's a link to a page within the wiki, it doesn't yet exist. So one of the ways to create it is to go ahead and click on a link that is red, and you'll be prompted with the note that
let's see this one. I think this one is more appropriate to where we are. It's also old as hell.
Hello, this is Andreas Gore from DokuWiki, and today I want to show you how to create your very first page in DokuWiki. When you install DokuWiki, it will look like this. It's a default interface. At the top, you can see where you are currently.
Ha! You used it.
It says start, so it's a start page. You can see the title of your wiki. It shows that.
By the way, that's something we developed like ages ago. I was thinking of making it a video system as well, but I couldn't make the videos work properly. I tried using Streamlabs, if I'm not mistaken. But it didn't work well. Although I am studying of using it again in the future for some stuff.
In the installer. Below that are a few buttons: create this page, old revisions, recent changes, the search, and in the lower
Wait, what? Hey? What even is this file extension? Pardon me. He does sound like
another few buttons. Again, create this page.
But it is so hard. There's some. It's so funny. I was looking for something on the other day. I got into a video of an Indian. He was not talking in English. He tried really hard, but it was the most kubo I've ever heard. Data. I see. Deleted files, dummy. Meta. Okay. I just want to use it a little bit on my computer to test it. I just downloaded files. What do I do to access them? Blah, 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 blah. It could be. It could be. It's so fun. It's one thing that I find very funny is that English is uh, a language that they use in India. It's because the Indian accent is very ugly and it makes them sound like they don't know English. But there's some that just know Hindi or one of their 300 languages that tries to talk in English. And as everything in India is just a big melting pot of everything worse in humanity, and it only gets worse. Uh, built-in development server. Oh, true. It's just CMD. CMD. What? It's crazy. Too much. They were colonized by England. Yeah, their English is exactly, exactly. I think like the Africans have better French than a lot of ex Anglo colonies. If trying PHP gives you something like PHP is not recognized, you don't have PHP installed. It is very much of a possibility. I don't think I have PHP installed on this computer. Uh, Heh? Zip package. Let me open it. Downloads, PHP. Great. Is it downloaded already? What? It's been ages since I've used PHP. I don't remember how you use it. Extract the download files into the into a folder named cphp. Okay. Let me delete this. C. New folder, PHP. Start to download files into a folder named cphp. Open the system environment variables and add cphp to your path variable. Oh, that's annoying that I have to do it manually. Head to the path. How to open system environment variables. Remember, there's a Windows R that you can use. Yeah. Hardware, advanced. Once you have the window open, select the path variable under user variables. What? Computer name, hardware. No. No. What the hell? Why isn't it? Where is it? Hardware. It's not. Oh. How do I add PHP to my paths? I remember doing this as a second instinct back in the day. Freaking hell. php.exe, which is something I have. Windows S environment. I hate that my computer is in Portuguese. There we go. Edit. Name of the variable. User variables for. Okay, edit. New. What? Oh, new. Name of the variable. PHP. Value. Add the folder containing php.exe. Is the complete path? It's c/php. Okay, let's see if this will work. Okay. Enclose your existing command prompt PowerShell. If I need to restart the computer, I'm cooked. Cool. Then close your existing and open a new one. This is important because terminals were already open won't necessarily be upgraded the path. Shit. Cool. Not even the PHP CMD is working. Retired computer nerd. I'm just I don't develop as much as I used to. Add the directory containing, not the php.exe file itself. Yeah, it's what I've done. Is it added on the correct part though? PHP, cphp. Let me send it a screenshot. Just to be 100% sure. Then I'll go to the wiki, cmd, and show it at print screen that it's not working. Let's see what it will say. I've done this, and this is the result. Did I do anything wrong? So do this. In the top section, double click path. There's nothing saying path. What? Maybe I created it on the wrong place, indeed. Maybe because I created only for myself. Could be. Maybe now it's okay. Path. Temp, username. PHP, cphp. Okay. Now let's check the CM. Let's close these commands. CMD. Not working still. Let me open a brand new CMD. Nope. Now let me see a new freaking thing. PHP. Now I added it to the system variables, but it is still says the same thing. Oh, I'm a retard. I'm a dumbass retard. Okay, now I see. I was adding it as a single thing by itself, not on that path. Edit. New. There we go. Let's see if this works now. Oh no. Frick this. That's so weird. Okay, now I added it. Add it for sure, but it still doesn't work. That doesn't work. No. If this works, then PHP itself is installed correctly and we're only dealing with Windows path. If that doesn't work, but it is, for frick's sakes. See, PHP exists. See, PHP. Oh no, it may be due to that. Let's see if now it works. Let me close this. Could be due to the fact that it was inside the other thing. Yeah, I maybe due to that. Let me see if now it works. There we go. I hate pathing. One time, I lost like 4 hours trying for something to work at college, and it was just because the thing was inside of another file. Something with modding. Every time I do modding of a game, it's because, oh, it's not the correct name because it's inside of another thing. Now it works. Let's go back here. Let's open the CMD on the Doku wiki. CMD. It's running now. There we go. See? Progress. And then I can create a version, create this page. Edit the page, and then hit save. This page. Create this page. Back to top. Backlinks. Start. Trace. I see. Do I? I'll go to the toilet real quick and I'll be back real fast. Music. I really need to go to bed. I'll be real fast, like 2 or 3 minutes. Back. I'll leave the music for now. There we go. This topic does not exist. This is start. How do I recent changes? Pages. Nothing. Media manager. Root wiki. Nothing. Okay. Sitemap. Okay. Trace playground. If I click here, ID start. What is the playground? How do I go back? Okay. You've followed a link to a topic that does not exist yet. If permission allow, click. Like, hello. Save. Okay. Edit the text, the page, and hit save. See syntax for wiki syntax. This is like hyperlink. I'm pretty sure. Like the type that you can edit stuff from Discord. Same thing, for example, I think if I put this, it'll go large. No. This. No. Is it different? It may be different too. Like I can bold text. See? External link, internal link. That's cool. Add images and other files. Okay. If you want to test some things, learn to make your first page on the playground. I see. So to make it something large in this type of syntax, you need to add like a bunch of equals. Hello. There we go. Okay. Edit. And then I can edit only the thing. Okay, this makes it like a section then. So this actually, it's not both text. It's not like a header. It's a whole new section. It's a summary. Edit summary. How are you today? Did I change my language? I did. I see. No. It's a very different syntax. Let me try making like a small page for Vax. Remove this. News drag, and then Vax. News is done. Let me get my Twitter account. Here's his shitter. Orpheus Vax, or just Vax, is his VTuber persona, but he says that he is only his manager. Now let's get Vax here. And if I click this, it goes to Twitter. And this. Okay, I see. I see. How could I like embed? Let me add an image of like. Here's an image of a recent banger. Save. How do I break line? How do I break line here? Okay. Can you use subscript and superscript? That's pretty cool. So something like. It drinks a lot from PHP, HTML, I mean. Which is good. It makes it very simple to use. See? Um, okay. Internal links are created by using square brackets. You can either just give a page name or an additional link text. You use a pipe to make the thing, like but this is between pages, right? It's not like inside the same file, or is it? For example, let me add he has a VTuber channel. See more here. Here. And then instead of I put Orpheus Vex. Save. No, it tries to take me to a playground that's okay, I see. You can use some namespace by using a column. Are converted to lowercase automatically. Special characters are not allowed. Simply Google. You can set a link. These links, I see. So instead of like having this, here's his shitter, I could do like this. Oh, it's pointing to the math. Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning. More. I want to make like references. Interwiki links. These are links, quick links for other wikis. No, it's not what I want. This to image links, footnotes, sectioning. You can use up to 5 different levels of headlines to structure your content. If you have more than 3 headlines, a table of contents is generated automatically. Media files, fallback formats, lists. You can like use numbers or use little square thingies. There's emojis. Quoting. You go quoting. You can do tables. How do I break line? Paragraphs are created from blank lines. If you want to force a new line without a paragraph, use 2 backslashes followed by a white space. So like this. My keyboard does not have backslashes. Like this. Save. Yeah, like that. Okay, okay, I see. Yeah, it's very different from other syntaxes that I've used. I thought they drink more of the fountain of Discord, but I believe it's much older, so that kind of makes sense. Sectioning. Like, I wanted to make something akin to this, you know? Where you click and it already takes you to the place. Links, basic formatting, footnotes, sectioning. You can use up to 5 different levels of headlines, structures. If you have more than 3, a table of contents is generated automatically. Okay, so like something like news controversies, which I think there will be none, at least I hope so. Did you use coffee and did it say it? I think it bugged. It might have bugged. Let me see. Maybe I just didn't heard it. Hear it. Controversies and then super cool guy. Yep, that's cool. That's cool. It automatically makes stuff so that you can jump between them. That's actually much easier. I thought I'd need to manually make it. Evil soundboard. But that's cool. That's a really cool feature that it adds automatically. I wanted to do, let me open Wikipedia. In English, please. For example, this guy here. I wanted to make something like this small box, you know? And then there's like, oh, there's his nickname, follower amount, count, and then, oh, what type of guy this is. Like, is this a meme account? Is this a an impersonating account? Is this a for real account, a personal account? There could be like periods where the person was active, a picture or a mosaic of their different profile pictures and stuff like that, you know. And then there could be enemies or shit like that, and then there's a link for a bunch of other users or favorite oomph or something like that. I think it would be cool. A small box like this, because Toho Wiki has this as well. For example, if I open she has one, for example. Although I don't think it was made. Now that I think about it, I don't think the Toho Wiki was made on Doko Wiki. Now that I look at it, it's formatted very differently. Maybe, I am not sure. But I wanted to do this. Make one of these. Lists, quoting, tables, no formatting. If you need to text exactly like it is typed without formatting, no wiki. I see. Code blocks. Oh, this is for code. It's like the ones that Wikipedia uses as well. The following language strings are currently recognized. Oh, I see. It's the types of coding that is accepted. Downloadable code blocks. Oh, that's so cool. That's such a cool thing. Control macros. Gallery plugin. Let me ask ChatGPT. It's working perfectly now. Did some basic editing, but I like to make one of these quick info characteristics, I think. Characteristics boxes that we see on Wikipedia a lot. Yeah, a lot. How would I make one using Doku Wiki's syntax? I wrote syntax wrong. It's basically a Wikipedia info box. Doesn't have a built-in equivalent, but you can make something very similar using a table. And a little CSS, you can make it look almost exactly like Wikipedia info box. I see. Rep plugin. I think I downloaded it, didn't I? If I'm not mistaken, I did. You can install the Rep plugin through the Wiki's extension manager and style it. For example, Rep right box 30%. Elise bucket. Rep. Part is the Rep part. reusable template. Then instead of manually recreating the box for every person, you could write something. Yeah, but it's not set in stone. I mean, it would, because it would be kind of like the same information for every single person that you'd make. Everyone, since it's a Twitter Wikipedia, everyone has the same info, kind of. Let me experiment with this. See if I have the extension. I do. Yeah, it works. I see. So it would be something like let me remove this for now. Using Twitter late 2022, if I'm mistaken. Super cool guy. Type of account, personal. Let me save this. See? Interesting. I could add my profile picture. How do I do that again? I think I need to add on the conf data media. No, it's media. What type of media? Wiki. Media files. Wiki. I see. You add here, and then you don't actually. This one is like for. I will add you to the wiki. I will add you. All of you. Actually, you can add it yourselves. As I said, I'll give you guys access to it, and you can add yourself. I'll arbiter if it's true or not. Okay. Let me add my PFP real quick. Let me take it, find it. Images. Oh, I don't have it on this computer. Let me open. PFP. Relax. It's not special if you add yourself, but that's the idea. It won't be something. Some people have access to it, and the idea is that our close group goes that info. Because you know the best about yourself. You know, so it'd be cool if you added some stuff to your on your own accord. Where's the... There we go. For real? What happened? What? Huh? What just happened? The wiki setup error. It's not found. The wiki data media wiki. What? I tried adding image to the media file. Wait, oh, you got food poisoning. I can't call you slurs here. Tried adding an image to the media file, but it gave me this error. I already removed it, but the error persists. Since you're running the wiki with PHP on Windows, is here. I do have a thing called media. Okay, properties, security. Sure, user has modify right. Yeah, I do. I'm the system freaking owner. What? Huh? Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. Let me show it to him. the file exists. File exists, and apparently I do have the authority to change it, but it still gives the error. The questions. Explorer permission display isn't necessarily enough to tell us what PHP says. Okay. Should get something like this. Okay, does not consider it writable. PHP itself is freaking me over here. I mean, beer is very acidic, Moon. It could be that. It also messes up with your urine and stuff. It could also relate to that. That's why I only drink Coke. True, it's very carb dense. It's drinking bread. Okay. Now let's run this again. Fuck my chud. I almost said it's Slur. Moon's getting a bigger belly. Let me check something real quick. It may be the retarded bot that may be deleting his messages. Yeah, it's the bot. It's the freaking bot. I have stream elements set up to do some stuff. It's probably deleting his messages, which is very annoying. Not today. We'll be playing Farming Simulator tomorrow. If you want to see some gaming. It's because you're freaking spamming the chat, that's why. You're writing on it may be because of the caps lock. Also, is the quality of the video okay? On my end, when I check on YouTube, the quality is horrible. But I have like 1 billion 1 billion bit rate, so I'm not sure why it's not working. I think once it flags you, it deletes all your messages. I really need to change it. I really need to change its auto mod stuff. Let me enjoy alcoholism. Thank you, Fruppy. I'm pretty sure in my mind's place, Moon looks like a 30-year-old father, but he's washed, so he doesn't get anyone. He has like a beer belly and a very scratched beer. The iCalls command succeeded, but PHP says directly isn't writable, so no. Let's see. If you got something like int5 can write to the directory despite its writable reporting false. In that case, we'll investigate why the wikis permission check is behaving this way. First, let's confirm the file exists. It exists, okay. Now delete it. Beer belly has been promised to me 5,000 years ago. What is T-Cole? You dumbass. Okay, it's running now. It still goes there, for fuck's sake. I mean, they do exist. If I go to... Wikimedia data, Kosh, no. What? Pages, index. media, meta. I swore I had conf. I have the conf. The issue again. And this is what is inside my conf file. This is annoying. Error is generated because its initialization checks the directory you're using is writable. There are reports of the wiki on Windows running into precisely this kind of problem. However, sure can be PHP on Windows rather than the location. PHP is writable can incorrectly report a directory as non-writable on Windows even when the process can actually create files in it. This exact behavior cleanest way of what you're doing is probably to run the wiki through Docker or use a proper web server environment such as XAMPP, I'm not sure. But I think the two of you that are old people probably don't have the emoji right here. You need, I think, what do you need to for it to? I think it's 7TV extension to see the emotes. Freaking hell. I think I'll troubleshoot this on off because I think this is much bigger of an issue than this stream would allow me to resolve it with calm. And we're already almost at 2 hours as well, so it's been a good stream so far. I think I'll close it. I made it work, at least. I made it work, at least. Oh, by the way, like, the two of you have never been on this stream. Let me show you something that is cool. I can track my hands. Absolute cinema. See? It doesn't work too well. Especially if it's like really close to my face, but it works. It's pretty cool. Work faster. Freak you! It's not my fault that everything didn't work as intended. I will. It's not my fault that It's not that. It's actually pretty fun to have people interacting with the chat, to be very honest. But I think I spent like an hour to fix this. But yeah, thank you to coming today. I think there's more people that they're lurking right now. I love this. Thank you all very much. Tomorrow there's farming stream. There's farming simulator stream. It tends to be a very pretty chill stream. So if you have time, I'd really appreciate not only you too, but the other people watching as well. But I guess that's it for today. I'll troubleshoot this, and probably next dev stream I'll have it much more concise. Maybe I'll have the machines already running. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. But yeah, see you two tomorrow. All of you tomorrow. God bless all of you. Thank you so much for coming and talking and interacting. It was so fun. Freak you, Furby. You two join the Discord as it says on the Streamlabs message. And see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye bye.